Do the work.
Go push. Go on.
Yes guys, Josh Underwood here with Power and Purpose, always repping of course. Today we're training at a gym in Redditch called Fitness Unlimited. So if you don't want to check them out on Instagram guys, that's at Fitness Unlimited Redditch. Wicked gym, you're going to see it as we're training anyway. Today's session, what we're doing push. That's chest, delts and triceps. We're going to do a little bit of abs at the end just because you know how it is. I'm going to be talking you through sets and exercises and what I normally do, rep range and all of that, okay, all the good stuff. Let's do this, no more talking. Okay, so now we're about to start our push session. So as I mentioned earlier, chest, delts and triceps. We're going to start on chest, okay? Just going to get warmed up now doing some underhand raises, alright, for the chest. The key movement for this, you get 2 dumbbells, okay? You twist them underhand grip, stick your chest out, raise it, back straight, okay? Arms to the side, leaving a slight gap between the dumbbell and your hips. And then we drive up, keeping a bend in the elbow and squeeze. As you can see there, chest is contracting, coming out. We're just warming up there guys, so nothing too major. Warming up that chest, getting some blood into it. Squeeze. Squeeze. It's all about that mind to muscle connection guys, okay? Squeeze. 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 Nice and slow down. Control the weight. The whole time you've got that weight in your hand, you should be working the muscle, whether it's positive, negative, okay? Get nice and warm and then we're ready to start the chest. Squeeze, slow down. Squeeze, slow down. Accelerate up. Squeeze, slow down. Make sure that chest is contracted. We're here to get a job done, okay? So we do that job and then we can rest after. 100% or nothing. Leave everything in the gym. Cool. So now we're getting warm, the breathing's getting a little bit heavier, the blood's pumping, okay? So we're gonna do that a couple more times and then we're gonna move on to chest press. We're gonna do with this push session what I normally do about 4 to 5 exercises on chest, then I'll move on to side delts, then I'll move on to triceps, but I'll do 2 exercises, sometimes 3 different variations of side raises. So I'll do your standard dumbbell raises with a little twist, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. Then I'll be doing one-handed side raise on the cable with a slight lean into it. We can get to that when we get there. What else? And then with a barbell, sometimes we just hold the barbell in the middle and then bring it up. We use that stabilize the muscles for that also. Okay? Right guys, now we get to start the chest workout. First, exercise number 1, incline dumbbell press. Okay? So I'm going to pick up the weight first, about 20 kg, 20 reps just to get warm, and then we're going to move on from there. As the weight increases, the reps are going to decrease a little bit, but that's fine. We're going to get the job done. Straight in. As you can notice, I'm coming down with about 2 to 3 second negative. Very important. 3, 2, 1. Hold the stretch there, and then drive through the chest. 3, 2, 1. Stretch, drive. 3, 2, 1. Stretch, drive. For any of you guys new to training, okay, at the start, if you actually talk yourself through the movement, then that's absolutely fine until you get used to it. So 3, 2, 1. Then physically say stretch, and then say drive. Making sure you're driving the chest, not locking out the arms, keep the elbows slightly bent, and come back down, stretch, and drive. Stretch, and drive. Form is key. Form is key. 2, 1. And of course, always re-rack your weights. Set number 2, got up in weight by 10, so now 3, 2, 1. But remember, when the weight changes, the form stays the same. Can't stick to the form, unless you're getting past the sticking point, drop the weight. 1. Stretch. 2. 3. 4. Stretch. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. So, when I'm doing each chest movement, as I've mentioned, 2 to 3 second negative, feel the stretch, and drive up. Okay, now you see this. So without the pushing out of my chest, watch. Not a lot of movement in my chest. Now watch. So I'm engaging my chest straight away, I'm driving forward. You can already see the difference, okay? It's almost as if I put my finger there, I'm squashing it with my chest. That's what you want to do. It doesn't matter how big, how small your chest is, doesn't matter. You're here for a reason. If it's the smaller it is, keep training hard, and it's going to get bigger. All right, now regardless of how big your chest is, as long as you go through that motion of trying to, as if you was going to squash someone's finger, and you're getting the contraction you need on the chest, okay? So we're going to do one more set on that, and then we're going to move on to a flat dumbbell press or Smith machine, depending on what's free in a minute, okay? Right, now time for exercise 2. Okay, we're going to do a Smith machine flat bench. The bench is taken, so this is why we're choosing to use this. Normally I would use a flat bench, but there's nothing wrong with this. For those of you at risk of shoulder injuries, this is what I'd recommend for you. Right, so we're going to do 4 sets on here, 3 to 4 sets, 12-15 reps. Get the work done. All right, do the work. So, good reps on here. Concentrate on the stretch. We're here to get a job done, so get it done. Do what's necessary. No slackers around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3. Stretch 4. Stretch 4. Woo. Rust biscuits. Whew. Baby food. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to do 3 more sets, okay? As you can tell, getting nice and pumped now, so we're going to increase the weight, okay? But nothing changes apart from the weight. The form stays exactly the same, technique stays exactly the same. Alright guys, cool. So I'm going to load that up and then we'll do the second set. Cool. Right, we've done 2 presses, now it's time for a fly. Okay, this is a machine fly, so now we're going to work on stretching the chest out and then we're going to finish off with 2 more presses, alright? So, on this, the main aim is to get the stretch, okay? So let me show you through a set. This is going to be my top set, okay? So, let's get into it. Whew. Stretching, okay? And then we're going to drive it. Keeping our chest out and engaged, and squeezing. Cool, so our elbows bend a lot more when we're coming back. And then our arms are straightened on the way in. So 3, 2, 1. Cool, now we're going to get to work. Reset, let's go. Gotta do the fucking hard stuff, man. Woo. Get to work, you want to grow, you gotta do it every fucking day. Woo. Right then, last set now, heavy set. So I've already done my 2 sets on this. Okay, I've done my warm-up and I've done 2 more off camera. So now we're gonna do the last set. Okay, I'm gonna aim for about 10 to 15 reps on this as the weight is increased. So now let's get to work. Let's get to work. Remember why you're here. And let's work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come through, Sam. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Good, man. I'll send you the Instagram later in a bit.